Hello, Rebel GMAN 3C. This is your week 8 recap. I'm Rob Top and I'm here with Matt Cavelian. Hello, Matt.
Hello!
Hey, again, we've got some shock results that we're going to go through. I'm surprised on some of them, and it's telling on our predictions, isn't it? Because we're not doing as well as we thought we was going to.
No,
It turns out that
some of you guys are doing really well, but we hadn't picked up on the change in the change in the tide, as it were. Before we head into it, the average TV is really up and down. We were at 1739, real high last time. We're back down to 1694, not the lowest we've ever been. I don't know what this means. It could mean this is a meaningless metric, but we're committed to it at this point, so we'll still be doing it every week. And yeah, with that, the first match I think we're going to be discussing is the Dazzle Warg Stars versus the Clawtamore Rams. So let's take a look.
Okay, so we got Dazzle 1580 and the Rams are 1700. Dazzle took a bribe and babes, and as you can see, it's a short kick there. I really enjoyed this game actually. The Orcs picked it up and just looked really good, really good. Controlling the game really well, I thought, but this was a real bash heavy game. Oh, slight mistake from the Orcs letting the tackle guy come in there. Lovely scatter though. But yeah, this was a bit of a bash fest, this one. It was just injury after injury. Yeah. The Rams don't make many mistakes. Hud's good. He plays well. He's doing well in the league. He doesn't use the Minotaur that much, I've noticed. I think he just likes having that strength 5 there to take up a little bit of the pain for the rest of the team.
Bit of a frenzy threat on the sidelines as well, right?
Yeah, true. But I don't think he ever blitzes with him unless he has to. But yeah, look at this play here. It's just...
Well, sometimes that's the thing with frenzy. You don't actually have to do it in order for the threat to be there.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it keeps people on the sides. But you just see the Beastman there. He manages to get through and pick up the ball, and he ends up getting injured, which is really unfortunate, actually.
And retrieval of the ball also.
Yeah, he gets to it and he's good.
Oh, that's big Rob Top getting a death there.
Of course, he's been really good for a troll. Normally trolls are a little bit naff, I think. Again, it's like just having the strength 5 presence on the pitch. But I think my namesake's been excellent this season for a troll. But yeah, a lot of claw piling on from the Rams. Orcs being Orcs as well, just bashing the other side up. It was a brutal game. In the second half, it was 9 versus 9, so it shows you how brutal it was. But yeah, when it come to the chaos during their second half, they were really in control of it, like completely. So they made their drive look easy compared to the Orc drive, which sort of is a bit of a testament to how good the Rams' defence was. And that major bite. Gone. I think he bought another major bite.
Yeah, just getting stuck in there. Yeah. Wow,
Yeah,
it really was a brutal match. Wow.
Yeah, I think there was 3 deaths in this game.
Yeah, Viking Copter going down there as well. Yeah.
I always laugh at deaths. I know they're not funny. They're funny when it's not your team. But this was good play. But as I say, the Rams, now we're in the second half, the Rams just make it look easy, screen off, get the ball carrier away, and just control their half for the 1-0 win. It's just really well played, really well controlled game.
And finally,
another death, yeah.
And just running it through towards the end there. Excellent. Yeah, very good.
There was a couple of level ups as well.
Okay.
Which we'll go to in a sec.
Sure. Well, this is we've got Matt Cast. Oh, hooray! Matt Casty has leveled up. As you say, two deaths for the Wildstars. Hindu's Bash Cranium. Oh, he's good.
Matt took Mighty Blow. Matt Casty took Mighty Blow.
Okay.
So, of course, it sounds about right for you, mate.
Yeah.
And Snow White there took Block for the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
And the Strength 4 guy took Frenzy, which is a great choice. I think that's an outstanding choice.
That's very good, especially for Strength 4 Block. Yes, another sidelines really threat there. Very good.
Yeah, clever. I reckon he'll be getting rid of that Minotaur at some point.
Well, he's kind of nearly got another one with Skylar Gorda Pierce there. Yeah, cool.
Our predictions were 1-1 and 1-0 to HUD. So I actually got 3 points.
You did, which is we'll discuss the meaningfulness of that when we get to the end.
I don't get 3 points often. That's why I brought it up. So good game.
Next up, we have the Flylord Servants versus Shock and Gore, which is a match that I had a chance to take a look at. Flylords are in at 2010, and Shock and Gore are coming in at 1650. The Undead took a Wizard and 2 bribes. Nurgle have +1 fame, and as you can see, they took the kick. Nurgle attacking early into the Undead half, but they took a little bit of punishment for this early aggression. As you can see here, the White doing a White with block versus 2 dice versus a Rotter. It ain't good, especially when the armor gets penetrated. With some players up, the Undead were able to stall after recovering the ball, and as you can see here, eventually getting themselves into a position where they can just run it all the way home. Well,
these last few games, Gruff has been playing really well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Down in the dumps, and now all of a sudden he's winning every game, it seems.
Well, he's been doing pretty well. And as you can see, as they've got their scoring position, the Beast of Nurgle, it was a pretty long stall, but the Beast of Nurgle, unfortunately, trying to get those tentacles on him, not quite enough, as the slobbering monstrosity just slips on its own juices and falls over there, at which point...
Worth a try, though.
Oh, it's what I would have done, absolutely. And, now we run it home. And puts up a touchdown. In the second half, Nurgle pick up a quick early injury on the line. Just getting themselves off to a decent start this half. And, they're playing cautiously, only really moving up in turn 7. And as you can see, doing a little bit of damage as they're moving around, getting themselves in a pretty protected position as they kind of move and just bog down the opposing undead, moving their ball carrier up into a pretty cage protected position. Or is it? Yes, it is. They're able to get through. And just, it's a nice dodge here just to kind of protect. So that's pretty protected in terms of the cage, but there's one thing a cage cannot protect you against, and that's death from the skies. As there's a really good bounce there. I like the timing. If the bounce had gone anywhere differently, it would have been fine. But it went where it was, and they were able to recover and just push through. Despite some attrition, just bog everyone else down and just leave themselves in a position to just run it home at the end. I didn't mind the timing of that. It's just it was an unfortunate bounce. If it had gone pretty much any other direction, you could have got some bodies on it. But alas, it bounced between 2 of the opposing players. There's not very much you could add. How do you feel about that?
I always pay attention to how people use wizards, because I always used to like doing the fireball attrition wizards, just blasting the area and trying to take people out. And then as I watch better coaches play, I'm realising that lightning bolt and and getting the ball is what a wizard's all about.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean,
that's why I'm always sort of wondering about timings really. I
yeah.
think there's a sort of cross point as well. If they have 6 or 5 people in a group and 2 of their best players in that group, I'm always tempted to fireball that as well.
Well, it's also about. I mean, this is something I'm trying to learn as well. Like, because it used to be the case, very similar to you. Well, we did come in here from the same league, but it's not just about how many people in the fireball for me. It's about if any one of these people gets the 4+, does it give me a blitz as well? You know, it's because then things can slightly be in your favour. But once again, more experienced coaches than me tend to always go for the lightning bolt. So I'm finding myself using that a lot as well. Speaking of improvements, tenuous segue. Luke Rotleg did get a level up here, so we will
30 player, I bet.
Damn straight, my friend.
It looked like a team needed one.
Yeah, and Stanislav Danislav, which is great, by the way. Love that. This has picked up a level up as well, and has gone for a dodge, double dodge, blodge white is what you want to see. So yeah, this is a good draw for Gruff. Yeah, I still think that perhaps the team itself has had quite a lot of attrition, and getting a fresh start, like sticking to that plan might be an idea. But it just goes to show, if you can, sometimes having a team that you know you're going to quit can be quite freeing, because it lets you not worry about it and play the way your heart is telling you. Take some of those risks. That's Blood Bowl.
A couple of weeks ago, we'd have never thought that'd be 1-1. Eh?
But it's good. That's no disrespect to any coaches. It's just, it's great. It was a great match. Next up, we've got the Nordic Nooblets versus Bloodhorse, or Norse versus Horse, I suppose you could say.
All right, let's have a look.
Let's have a look.
Okay, so the Chorfs kick off. So we got roughly the same TV. Because of the stadium, both teams get a bribe. And I love this first blitz with Claw, Mighty Blow on the goat. Boom, best player off the pitch. That's that's perfect start to the game.
Statement of intent.
So the North sort of just like have it really easy and just move down the pitch. And the Chorfs just think, right, I'm just going to take everyone out. But the North end up scoring on turn 4, and I just couldn't work out like the logic behind it. I really couldn't. It was just screaming out, for a stall, and it's giving him five turns to score. I thought it was mad. But he gets the blitz kick off, but it didn't really result too much. But rain and the ball right on the sideline looks like it's going to be tricky for the Chorfs. But,
well, perhaps that was the thinking, right?
Yeah, but like another reason, why I thought it was weird him scoring early is because he had the goat off the pitch KO'd. It's like, why give him a chance to come back on? I just thought it was very strange playing himself. I love this. Yeah, I thought this was great.
That's lovely. Oh, that's just delightful.
But look, he blocks with a goblin, which I was really surprised at, because I thought he was going to dodge away the goblin because it's turn 6 and make sure he can get the touchdown before the end of the half. But turn 7, he does manage to get away.
Well, he was an assist.
Put the boat in.
Yeah, he was the ball carrier was an assist on that last foul as well, so that might have been.
Yeah, but he needed to roll a lot more dice, and I just thought that was a really dodgy play to get that extra hit. So I'm not normally critical of you coaches in 3C. But I just thought that was just very strange. From both coaches, just a bit strange play.
Well, they're in a party stadium. Maybe they're just having a party.
Yeah, and the ref gives another couple of bribes out as well. So they've got 2 bribes each, and the whole game the ref doesn't pull any fouls up either. It's just well funny. So 2 bribes each.
There's a bull sensor having a bit of a dance there. That's cool.
Yeah, I thought I'd show that clip. He really couldn't make his mind up where he wanted to go.
No, it'd be like that. I've done stuff like that before.
Yeah, he used break tackle and then thought, no, actually, I need him there. This is a foul which was Oh, his ironside is down again. This is the most injured player in the league, and now he's down
Oh, this is the guy who's
movement.
got 2 broken necks, right?
Yeah, and now he's got 2 broken legs, I think, as
Oh
well.
God.
But this dodge was crucial because that was closing the cage up.
Mm,
So now the Norse have got a shot at the ball carrier,
mm.
and I won't tell you how it finishes. I'll let you watch it.
Well, wild animal there already. That's down. Ooh, pow.
Yeah, and proper wallops him.
Yeah, proper wallops him.
Yeah.
Still
So
bounces.
other-
Yeah.
doing the foul when you got the bribe, fair enough. But that was a weak cage, and the Norse really made good of it. Now, can Norse really capitalise on this because they've got a chance of winning this game now? And the dodge works on the reroll, picked it up, and he's off.
He is absolutely off ski.
Yeah, but when you got the goat on your team,
Yeah.
strength 5, break tackle, just
Greatest of all time for the
Yeah.
reason.
yeah, movement 7 with another 3 on top. It's just you can't get away from him. He's a standing player.
Oh
And that
no,
was a very
1 in
nice
9.
bit of
1 in
game there.
9.
Yeah, but he still had to do dodges after that. That was turn 16. It was, I just thought I'd show you that he did have a chance of getting that 2-1, but it wasn't to be.
Oh dear, Bjorn
Level
Ironside.
ups?
Yeah, level ups.
There was no level ups.
Okay,
So not for either team.
fair
But
enough.
a good game. You predicted 2-1 to Blood Horse, and I predicted 2-0 to Blood Horse, and it finished 1-1. So
Okay.
I've got that one wrong.
Very good. Well, not very good. That was just an idiosyncratic variance I was just throwing in there for no reason. So next up, we've got the Tiger Lizards versus Granny's Chosen, which was a match that I had a chance to see. And yeah, let's take a quick look. The Lizards had 14-20 and Granny's Chosen had 17-70. The way they spent this was the Lizards took Slibley and an extra pocket 3, so no Wizard, interestingly. And Kemry got +1 fame, and they were receiving the kick. So after like 4 big early KOs from Kemry, they've got some numbers on here and took a big trophy here as Slibley early on from the match. That's a big chunk of the inducements gone away. And after harrying some of the stall, Kemry just close off the end of the match, close off the end of the half, taking a few additional blocks, looking hopefully to get the opportunity to run it home. No dub skulls, so they were able to go and in the second half, though, many of the Lizardmen recovered, but still 9 Lizards versus 11 Kemry, which they used to kind of score about halfway through the second half, using your kind of standard dodgy up the sidelines Lizardman play. And back up to 10 players, moving into the next kickoff. And the Lizards defend with some columns. And a very spicy looking attempt on the ball here. Making good use of stunty, good use of dodge.
Yeah.
Getting all the way through, and unfortunately the 1 in 9 at the end.
You re-rolled it?
No,
They
couldn't.
can't.
You used to re-roll on a dodge against tackle earlier on. And then right towards the end, Kemry just able to recover the ball and punch it through right at the end for a 2-1 victory there. Yeah, good match. It was. It's a shame that 3 skink blitz didn't come off, but that really was kind of the turning point. In terms of big injuries, Slibley was killed, but immediately taken up with his private pocket 3, so I'm sure he'll be back on the pitch in the coming weeks. And in terms of level ups, nothing major and no real big missing next games or injuries either. So yeah, some good wholesome fun with only the ringers badly injured. This was a 3C original fight. Anyone else can just be killed type match, and yeah, it's good to see. Next up, we're going to be discussing. Yeah, absolutely. So next up, we've got MMR versus Dota. You've had another interesting one. You have given me the clips, so let's take a look.
Okay, so we got MMR on 1640 and Dota on 1690. I don't remember checking to see what the inducements were. I just presumed he took babes. But here we see Arctic Fond doing his thing, just like he does.
Yeah.
This, I have to say, was a really good controlled drive by the Chorfs. They just pushed all the Brits out of the way, just made their plans really well. Just proper bash play, proper 2-1 grindage going for here. Just doing everything right. But Arctic Fong is just a superhero.
Arctic Fong does Arctic Fong things. Yeah, no cage is safe.
So no guard on them 2 edges of the cage was a bit of a mistake.
Well,
And,
it's nice to have level ups, right? So
yeah.
Oh.
He isn't that super.
No. Down he goes. That was still a 3+.
He does. Yeah. 3+, he's gone. And the ball, does he do his...
No, unfortunately not. I would have been tempted to get the score with the Hobgoblin there, but I know that you want to get it on... I know you... I played Chorfs elsewhere. But, you do need to get him leveled up. It's very, very tempting. Oh.
Yeah.
This is some spicy ball freeing. I like that. Oh, that's a bad bounce, though.
I know.
Oh, but Arctic Thong does Arctic Thong things. Oh, again, that was in 4 tackle zones. What?
I don't know. They can't score themselves, but he just makes sure that the Chorfs can't score. And that's an unfortunate dodge there right at the end. So second half, this is the end of the first half by the looks of it. Just putting the boot in just
gets a stun. Oh.
Yeah, so this is second half, and
it's only a
stun. Just stunned. It's not too much. Really deep. So can the 6 Brets that are left on the field do anything about it? So he's just forced into this play. He doesn't have much choice, and we get an interception from the ball.
That's
and
exactly
worse than
what
that,
you want.
You had Radfong, whatever his name was, getting surfed straight after that. And then we got the hero Brett, instead of just lying on the thinking, no, I'll do 2 dice uphill. I can stop this.
This is just that was a blocker as well. Oh wow! A Chaos Dwarf foul. I forgot they get ball punchy.
Arctic Fong gets beaten up on the other side of the pitch. But he's good. He can come back, and the ball scores obviously. The Brets were just beaten up in that second half. Then you had 6 men and MMR were just relentless with the beating up and the fouling, and just really wanted to damage this team. They're obviously competition for that second spot if they're aiming for that second spot or the Challengers Cup spots. So I think I would have failed as well.
Yeah, it's very rare I see a Chaos Dwarf doing the foul, and the fact that literally the way that was framed was just a Chaos Dwarf jumping on Arctic Thong and just repeatedly punching him in the knackers. It's just very funny to me.
But when you got Arctic Thong on the floor, he's got to get beaten up, and then you've got to lay it. There was one level up, and that was the Lady Blitz.
Yes, or Lazy Blitz.
He took tackle.
Sure, strong.
Understandable.
Yeah, a good little safety role there. Sensible to me. Next up we've got the New York Pilanders versus Rebel Superiority. I had a chance to watch this match. It was 1900 for the Pilanders versus 2090 for the Supremacy, so the Pilanders slightly under. The Orcs took a wizard and a bribe, and got +1 fame, and received the kick. So basically started off the match, everything basically. And quick snap, so they can get under the ball. Did not catch it immediately, but was able to pick it up and move forward from there in a relatively straightforward manner. The Elves broke through to harry the ball carrier here, but the Orcs were able to get back and provide some assistance.
The Elves have got to stop him before he gets that cage for them. So
makes sense.
Get that.
The ball carrier escapes, and they stay central. But the Elves just are really going for the ball carrier, really trying to put on that pressure. Going for the re-roll here makes sense.
Nice, yeah.
And
Just can't hurt
Sure,
him.
yeah, sure hand stops the strip, but yeah, pow, don't help with that. And yeah, straight through, but you're not Arsik Throng, I'm afraid. The tackle zone's here. Just ball's just going everywhere. Just there you go. But the Orcs get held up a little bit here, but blitzing to open up a little bit of space does give them a little bit of an option at the end of the first half here.
Right, turn 8.
Turn 8. And we get the catch. And we get the score. I think it might have been. Well, it might have been not one, but never mind. Yeah,
It made him roll dice to need to score.
yeah. I mean, the Elves. The Elves keep the ball in their own half, but punish some interlopers as they try and do a similar thing. Apothecary used stat bust.
I'd have left him dead.
It's unfortunate, but yeah, the Elves make a push forward, and ironically, Lightning gets bolted, and yeah, from here, the Elves recover, but the Orcs are just kind of keeping them out.
It's a super efficient Orc team, isn't it? It's like for the TV they've got, managing to get wizards quite a lot, and yeah, he's doing really well with this Orc team.
Yeah, just pushing around here towards the end of the second half, and just towards the end of things, able to pull off
Nice.
a dodging blitz. Putting a little bit of damage on, and able to pick up the ball.
Oh, brilliant.
Pretty safe.
Yeah.
But they also were able to get through. It's actually quite a dangerous situation. Like, they are pretty exposed. But it looks that the Orcs ends up having a little bit of a strange assist in this case, as the ball is freed up. But the
I don't know if I'd
fans,
have blitzed from that angle.
yeah, the fans, well, because of this, presumably decided that they wanted the Orcs to be able to hold up. So that's a really bad throw. That's an unfortunate position for the ball to end up in for the Elves there. Just the complete other side of it, and they just weren't able to recover it from there, unfortunately.
Did you notice if he could have blitzed from another angle so that he'd get the ball off the pitch, or didn't he have the movement, or can't you remember?
I don't recall, unfortunately. But in terms of level ups, well, we've had some interesting things moving on. Brock Nelson, strength busted. Matthew Basel for the Pylanders, and the death of Steel for the Rebel Supremacy. So let's take a quick look at the Pylanders. Yeah, Brock's been gotten rid of and has been brought back immediately. I think that's the exact correct call. And Basel picks up Guard. Guard is good. It doesn't necessarily play quite as well as you'd hope with piling on, but I suspect...
You know what? I've got an Amazon team, and I put Guard on my killer, and I got moaned about for it. Everyone was telling me to put Juggernaut on it. But I think Guard is Guard. Guard is great. So if the Pylanders have done it, and I did it before, I'm happy about that.
You feel justified. You feel vindication. And Steel, the blockline man's been killed. Let's take a quick look at Rebel Supremacy. I don't think we've had any replacements for him yet. No. So, yeah. The last match we're going to be looking at is another one that you did, which was the Bobs versus Typical Spanish. So, let's take a look.
Okay, so we got Bob at 1500 and Spanish at 1560. And Bob spends that little bit of extra money to take a bribe. And I'm showing you this first clip here because when you've got a sidestepping lodge elf, he's very annoying and you need to deal with him.
Oh, that's a lot of dice.
Yeah, but they managed to... He was just being a pain, basically. He got in behind the defence and was just being a pain in the arse, you could say. So you got to foul him, haven't you? It's a must. And what happens? It's just a stun. I tricked you all. But Yeah,
Oh no!
it's a good noble vibe.
That's an unfortunate. Yeah. Boom. Down goes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the ball carrier's based, and the ball carrier hasn't got block, and it's good. He gets there, so now he can get his 2 dice on him.
Down it goes.
Turn 7. Nurgle have got 1 turn left, so I don't think it was really that possible for the elves to make a score out of this. So they just decided to make sure that Nurgle can't score, which I think was the right play myself. So second half.
Okay.
Yeah, second half, brilliant coaching.
Yeah.
And a deep kick. We've got 11 versus 8 elves. So it looks like the elves were struggling at first, and we're on turn 11 here. And this is the breakthrough move that they do that sort of clinches the game for them, really.
Okay, I like that it's you're based and then you do the blitz, presumably to reposition afterwards, right?
Yeah, so I really like it, and he's not too greedy with it all, and he's just making.
Oh, I like this. Oh, that looks like the solution to some kind of Blood Bowl puzzle where you're using your own ball carrier.
Play, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good.
Really impressed.
Yeah,
really impressed. And as you see, that like all the action was over the other side of the pitch, so they just couldn't get near him, and he just needed 2 go for it to score. Oh, and the reroll will sort him out, and he just score.
Oh no, the tripwire of death.
Tripwire, and it's in the corner as well. So
it's going to be tricky getting down there, though. Oh wait, no, apparently not.
He gets the ball, and I've highlighted it because he's got 2 go for it's left there.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have left my man standing there.
Oh well, I don't know, because if the ball goes off, then it's going to be difficult for him to recover. I think that might be a good idea.
All right, okay.
Because now the ball's going to be all over the shot potentially, right? And he's not going to just be able to pick it up and score.
Yeah, no. That's actually, I didn't think of that at all. Yeah, he could have just hit him and scored. Oh yeah, okay, I get it. But
it's risky. It's risky. You're basically diving off the pitch of the ball. But like I get it. It looks like there was a good scatter there, and he's just come back and scored.
Yeah, he rolled the dice, and unfortunately, it didn't work for him.
What are the chances of that happening, eh? Well, 1 in 36, I'm told.
You predicted 2-1 to Spanish, and I predicted 3-0 to the Spanish. So just 1-0. So I thought the Spanish were going to run away with that one, but we both got the right result.
It looks like a good match. And taking a quick look at the standings overall.
Sorry, there was a level up. Deo is Bob.
He
took block. Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Nurgle Warrior, and that was the only level up.
Okay. And yeah, very good. Very low attrition for that match as well. Everyone's going to be at least a little bit happy about that. And in terms of the overall standings, we've still got Largo and Atman right at the top there. Largo, hats off to you, my friends, still keeping that undefeated season alive. Ant-Man with the draw, but still in second place, ahead of Hud, and that win from Maniloth brings them into the Challenger Cup cutoff. So that's always good to see. But still very, very close amongst positions 4 to 9, 4 to 10. Like, yeah, positions basically 5 between positions 5 and 10.
Yeah,
it's 3 points.
Yeah.
You know, that's great.
There's a lot of teams fighting out for that Challenger Cup, isn't there? It's good. It's exciting.
the top 3 are kind of pulling away. Like Hud is still somewhat at risk, but Largo is going to be doing something this season.
I'm going to ask you to call it Ant-Man or Hud for the playoff.
Well, they're both for the playoffs, but
no. The playoffs is only top 2, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, Ant-Man or Hud. Sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Ant-Man, I would say.
I'm going hard.
That's because you like code. Well, it's good. Sometimes it's good to agree to disagree. Shall we have a look? Yes, you've been going through the predictions as we've gone. I think I might try that next week as well. I think that worked quite well. But in terms of the ones we didn't go through, for the Fly Lords, I said it was going to be 2-1 to the Fly Lords. You said it was going to be 1-0. Ended up being a 1-1 draw. For Tiger Lizards, I said the Tiger Lizards we're gonna take it. You said Granny's Chosen we're gonna take it. You got points from that as well. And as for the Pylanders, you went for the Supremacy, and unfortunately did not get the points. But looking up at the top here, there was a little bit. There was a bug earlier on the spreadsheet, and so just to give a glimpse behind the curtain, Rob says, "Oh yeah, there's an issue with the spreadsheet," and my immediate response was, "What do you mean the fact that you're winning?" But winning you are, and the forfeit, which will be either eating a ghost chili or getting horribly drunk on tequila, is, for the first time I think all season, now looking like it might be coming on me. And it's a good job. Yeah, a bit of form, and it's a good job that the forfeit is only between the two of us, because otherwise Organised Crisis would basically just be crushing everyone. That was some good points. Likewise, got the choice of the Wildstars victory dead on, and has better decisions elsewhere, so is doing really well. Next up, we should probably discuss next week's matches. We start off with the Dazzle Wildstars versus the Defense of the Ancients. I've gone for 2-0 to Dota. You've gone for 2-1. I think Dota's just doing they had a great season. They lost this last one. Spirited Defense with only 6 players left. I think that's a bit of a blip. I think they should be getting back on their form. Well, actually, they've lost 2 in a row. Maybe they won't. Well, no, it's Arsik Thong. Arsik Thong does Arsik Thong things. I believe that they take this. No disrespect to the Wildstars. It's just the way of things. If it's another loss for Dota, though, maybe we have to revisit that. But
that's not a definite win for Dota at all.
No.
Dazzle could easily beat him up, and but we've both gone for the win, which I'm happy with, I guess. I noticed you're doing your results before me, by the way, and when I'm coming on to do my predictions, I'm actually covering yours up, and then when I've done all mine, then I look and see, and not make sure that they're not the same, but just see if we're actually on the same wavelength. And most of the time we are. So I'm not trying to sort of make sure that I'm doing opposite things or anything like that.
We're not gaming the system.
No.
But speaking of gaming the system, Granny's Chosen versus ReBBL Supremacy. I've gone for a draw here. Supremacy just had a loss to a Bashi team. They're up against another Bashi team that's just coming off a victory against a more agile opponent. I think this is kind of going to balance out to some extent because of a variety of factors, so I've gone for a draw there. You're giving it to the Elves, though.
Yeah, okay, because I've been giving it to the Elves for about 3 or 4 weeks in a row, and they eventually they've come. So do it this week for me, please. 2-0. If you get the chance to score in the third, don't do it. I need those 3 points.
Gambler's fallacy. What's that? It should be known as the Gamblers definitely win this time. But no, fair enough. They are. Blood Horse versus Typical Scanish. I've gone for 2-1. This is a bit more of a heart than head decision. I love both teams, but Blood Horse, I think they're going to be out for a little bit of blood here, and just that little voice in the back of my head was telling me a short Flynn was coming on that one.
Yeah, last week I think Blood Horse could have done some better moves, and I think he'd get punished by the Elves if he's not too careful. So that's why I went for the draw on this one. I think the Bash versus the agility is going to even itself.
Next up, we've got Shock and Gore versus the Bobs. I've gone for a 1-0 victory for the Nurgle. I think they're going to be really out for a victory after this loss to Spanish. Closing up some of the stuff that kind of happened there for a 1-0 victory. As loath as I am to bet against Gruff on this kind of run of form he's been having, but you've gone differently.
Yeah, you know what?
Well, you've gone similarly, but for a larger.
Yeah, after watching the clips on the recap there, I would actually change my prediction to a shock and goal win, but I'm going to keep it the same. Keep it the same. I'm going to keep it 2-0. But if I'd have been doing it right now, I'd have put a 2-1 win to shock and goal now. So because he's on good form, he's playing well.
Yeah.
Right, Clortmore Rams Pylanders match of the week.
Match of the week, absolutely. That you've gone for a 0-0 draw.
Yeah, match of the week. Whenever you used to sit down and watch match of the day and really look forward to a game, it would always be a crappy 0-0, and that's what I'm expecting in this game.
Fair enough. I mean, I'm going for the Pylanders. They're on just a rocking run of form, and I think that they're a coach that can have enough experience to really hit. I love the Rams. I love their theming. I love the fact that they're making it difficult for themselves. But I think the Pylanders is a team that sees what's going on there and will just hit them where they're weakest and just go for the 2-1.
Yeah, fair enough. They are a good team.
Fly Lords versus MMR. Bashy. I've gone for the draw.
Wow. Yeah, I've gone Fly Lords all day long. I think I'll back them every week. So we'll see. Well, I don't think it'll be a high-scoring game. It'll be a bash fest. Did MMR? They're the ones that actually beat the shit out of Dota, weren't they? Yeah. So they are a bashy team. Interesting. I'd like to watch. I'd try to follow that one if I can. I'd like to watch that one.
Yeah. Well, we've got the Nooblets versus the Lizards, and both of us have decided that we think the Nooblets are going to score 2 touchdowns, but the other side of it is very different. I've gone for just the Nords have got a lot of block. Skinks tend not to have block. I think it's going to go badly for the Skinks. They'll get taken out, and it'll go for your standard 2-1. But I think on this one, you do actually have an important differential decision.
Yeah, I got a feeling the Lizards are, they haven't got too much to play for, and they might be thinking, right, let's just score as many touchdowns as I can, improve my team for next season, and that's why I've gone for a high-scoring game. I've got a fit. You know what? Do you think the Nordic Nooblets are going to be here next season, or do you think it's going to retire them? Because that is one head of a beaten-up team.
I think that's something that we should revisit later on in the season, I think.
All right. Yeah. I did check out, what's his name, Bjorn Ironside or something like that. He's actually one of the best players in all of ReBBL GMAN. He's like 4th or 5th on the highest SPP list. So maybe he's trying that. Maybe he's trying to get his man the highest SPP in the whole league. In the whole league. He's certainly been. I don't know if it's GMAN or the whole of ReBBL. I can't remember. But he's living to fight another day again.
Yeah, as you say, 2 broken necks, 2 broken legs. It's all looking a bit. But yeah, no. Once again, great set of matches this week, everyone. Always a fun to watch.
Yeah, really enjoying it, guys. So yeah, that's all from me. That's all, folks.
And we will see you on the pitch.